Hello everyone and welcome to this talk on issues of your interest. This event is sponsored by ELCOLP, the English Learning Center online learning platform. Hi guys, I'm Baynor Chitiba, your host for tonight's talk on a great deal of scholarships and work-study opportunities abroad. Well, and from different cities, here is a group of special guests who have lived, worked, and studied in foreign countries. They will be joining us from Cali, Quibdó, Bogotá, and Washington, D.C. The first half of this talk will be focused on the personal experience of our guests, telling us how they were able to work and/or study abroad. And during the second half, the audience will be able to ask any questions they may have. And from now on, please keep your ears open since this valuable information may bring you closer to your goal of working, studying, or simply living abroad. Here is our first special guest.
Hi, my name is Centoya McCall and I am from Michigan. My passion for studying abroad, teaching, speaking Spanish, and making connections with people from different communities and cultures began in 2010 when I studied abroad in Ecuador. And after meeting some cool Colombians and learning about the large Black population in Colombia, I decided to look for opportunities to come live in Colombia. In 2014, I won a Fulbright scholarship to teach English in Cartagena and Santa Marta. And after that experience, I met some amazing professors and teachers at the ELC. And after that, I moved to Quibdó to teach in the ELC. Now I'm currently a resident director for a study abroad program in Cali. My piece of advice would be to be proactive in looking for resources when you want to do a study abroad experience or work abroad. I would suggest speaking with people who are in the position where you want to be in life. I also recommend that once you start applying for these applications, that you think about what makes you stand out, what makes you different from the rest, and what makes you special, a special applicant. Also, it is very important to continue to practice your English. A lot of these opportunities to study abroad or study in the United States or just in different countries in general depend on your English level. So I should just keep practicing, keep trying to better your English, continue to take the exams to get a good score, and never stop trying.
Salut tout le monde, me llamo Daniel Calfón, soy docente de francés lengua extranjera en la Universidad Tecnológica del Chocó Diego Luis Córdoba y les voy a hablar de un programa de intercambio de auxiliares de docencia. Más precisamente se trata de un programa para ser asistente de español en Francia. Cada año, 60 colombianos y colombianas aprovechan de esta oportunidad que ofrece el Centro Internacional de Estudios Pedagógicos del Ministerio de la Educación Nacional y de la Juventud de Francia. Actualmente, una egresada del programa de lenguas modernas de la Universidad Tecnológica del Chocó, Diego Luis Córdoba, está contratada en un colegio y un liceo de la región parisina gracias a este programa. Durante 7 meses, de octubre a abril, los auxiliares de docencia del curso de español como ella trabajan 12 horas semanales como asistentes de un profesor o una profesora de español en instituciones de primaria y o secundaria. Yo personalmente, que trabajé como asistente de francés en Alemania, Austria y Colombia, considero que es una experiencia de inmersión muy enriquecedora. Y eso de un punto de vista lingüístico, cultural, pedagógico, laboral y personal. Encontrarán todas las informaciones y los requisitos en la página internet de ICETEX, en la parte becas vigentes. Ya les puedo decir que los aspirantes deben ser mayores de 21 años y menores de 35 años. Además que poseer conocimientos del idioma francés equivalente al nivel B1. Idealmente, el programa está dirigido a estudiantes que en el momento de presentar su candidatura se encuentren inscritos en el último semestre de su carrera de lenguas modernas. Pueden aplicar con documentación bien completa hasta la primera semana de enero. Lo habrán entendido, se buscan nativos y nativas de lengua española en escuelas francesas. À bientôt, mes amis.
Hello, I'm Caroline. I'm gonna talk to you about my experience, like in different countries, and about my studies. It may be a bit different from other experiences, because in fact I studied mainly in France, and in France everything was already taken into account in my studies to carry out work experience placements. So I did one in England, in Ipswich, but it was inside my formation, my studies, and then I did one in Spain. But the maybe the most valuable experience was when I decided to become a teacher. I took the CELTA by Cambridge in Spain, and then I was looking for a job, and I decided to look up on the internet, and I found a website which is called ESL Starter, which offers many opportunities to go and teach English or Spanish or even French, I think, to other countries. In my case, I had the choice between China, Turkey, and Colombia, and I chose to come to Colombia, and I was part of the SENA in Quibdó as a volunteer. This experience lasted like 9 months. And after I decided to stay, but that wasn't my personal choice. You have also another website which is called Green Heart Projects, in which you can go and teach, but there are other volunteerships around the world. I've seen that Colombian people are in Japan, in India, in Thailand, mainly in Asia, through this website. Green Heart Projects, yeah, and it's one of the favorite one for South American students, for them to go 1 year or two abroad. Yeah, mainly for them.
Hey guys, this is Baynard Chitiva again. Besides hosting this event, I want to tell you about my experience because I have lived, worked, and studied abroad. From 2004 to 2007, I worked and lived in Flint, Michigan. Luckily, I applied to Amity's teacher exchange program and ended up landing a teaching position at the International Academy of Flint, which is a K-12 charter school in the city of Flint. Amity offers you several programs, but I want to highlight two of them in a few words. Number one, intern program. The best option for senior students and young people who have recently graduated. This program usually lasts 1 year. If you're accepted into this program, you will receive a monthly stipend. I remember some of my students in Bogota who participated in this program saving enough money to do some traveling around the U.S. before coming back to Colombia. Two, teacher training program. This is the best option for experienced teachers who can serve as temporary faculty at the primary or secondary levels in the U.S. This teaching assignment may be up for 3 years with the possibility of an extension of an additional 2-year extension. I can say that personally, I joined Amity and I was given the opportunity to work through this program. I was there for 3 years serving in the state of Michigan. Well, the second part of this brief presentation is about how I managed to get a scholarship, student loan, to earn a master's degree from the University of Michigan, Flint in 2005. Well, as the recipient of a scholarship, a student loan from Colfuturo, I want to tell you a little bit about this organization. For those who don't know much about it, I can say that it is a non-for-profit Colombian organization that promotes graduate studies in foreign countries and provides the recipients with enough funds to pursue their studies in the best universities around the world. Depending on what you choose to study, in general, you can get financial benefits ranging from 25 to 60% discount in whatever amount of money you're loaned. A lot of people, especially in small towns here in Colombia, they don't apply to Colfuturo for the hundreds of scholarships granted every year. Well, I'm here to tell you that this organization is willing to choose you, to accept you into their programs this year.
Hi there, my name is Jorge Cordova and I'm from Ismina Chocó, down there in Colombia. So right now I find myself living here in Washington DC. I would like to share with you guys about my experience being an international teacher and being an international student. So I remember I was down there in Colombia years ago when I got my first chance to apply to an international scholarship program. I remember it was in 2013, 2014. I was just about to be graduated from my bachelor degree at University of Chocó. Remember, I did apply to this program that is called Amity Institute. I did apply to the program and I was admitted. I was admitted to come to the US and being a Spanish teacher assistant. So I came here. I spent 1 year here assisting the classroom for a Spanish immersion program. I remember it was a great year. It was a successful time.
Thank you. This event was brought to you by ELCOLP, the English learning platform that is serving more and more English teachers across Colombia and around the world. Whenever you think of EFL quality teaching, think of ELCOLP. Finally, as your host tonight, I want to express my deepest gratitude to all our special guests. Cintoya McCall in Cali, Daniel Calfon in Quibdó, Caroline in Bogota, George Jorgelino Cordova in Washington, D.C., and we also want to extend our gratitude to those who were always behind the scene getting things ready for you. Karen Chaverra, Oscar Vasquez, and Johnny Lopez. Thank you so much, guys, for making this whole event possible. Thank you so much.